hello, it's the stream where I'm gonna die. Continue. Can you tell that I would rather be playing Symphony?
Great intro! Wow!
5 stars! There's no more stars on YouTube.
So...
That's just incorrect.
Well, dude, I have to... For some reason, I don't know what it is with Twitch, but, like, I can never change my title before I stream now. I have to, like, stream so the title pops up, and then I change
for real?
it. Yeah, like,
Oh, well,
like,
I use a thing.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. Like, I'm clicking on everything on Twitch, I'm like, where do I go to the, like, part of my channel where it should be
Hey, look, it's that game.
Here we go. Hey, maybe I'm good luck. You know, I'm wearing green.
Yeah, no, maybe.
I'm drinking green.
I swear to God, it's not gonna happen, especially now that I'm gonna say this. How funny would it be if I just did it, like, now?
Is this the last thing you have to do?
No.
Oh.
Not at all.
Sad.
But it's the thing that I've been struck?
I've been struck.
It's the thing I've been stuck on for legitimately, like, 3 whole streams. Maybe 4.
I was saying, prior to us starting the stream,
Yeah.
GCNB IRL, I was thinking.
I love how you say GCNB IRL. It's just GCN IRL.
I like VIRL.
Well, because it's not a versus thing.
Right. But like.
Unless we're like versing reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
Well, then I'll have to tell Sean to change the intro.
Just slap a beat. I mean, we don't have to for the first one.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's a pie.
I think it's a cute. I always thought GCNB IRL was a cute title.
It's so many letters.
No, it's not.
It's 7 letters.
That's fine.
It's like a whole phone number except with
There's
letters.
like it's 3 parts, like 3 mini little fucking things.
I know, it's fine.
But
But anyway, you were saying
newspaper author in the fucking 1920s.
Yes.
Every fucking letter is money.
It's money. Get rid of all of them.
But we get rid of all of them. There's no title.
Not at all.
But no, I was thinking like fucking like 80s exercise tape aesthetic with like the weird geometry shapes and like the title and like the neon palm trees. Like that, like the 80s dating service fucking aesthetic. That type of thing.
Okay.
I'm like thinking that.
Whenever we do the next episode, which who knows what the fuck it's gonna be, I'll tell Sean that that's the new aesthetic.
Yeah. Just this like really nice like, you know, Saved by the Bell background, like weird like yellow fucking like swirls and shit.
Yeah.
Background and just random shit like that. It's not like that one. I would like to edit some.
Okay.
Because that's a lot easier than flip syncing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I like doing chaotic shit. I can't do that much chaotic shit but I have to fucking get clips and lip sync. And it's like, I'll never forget one of my first edits on PCN ever was the fucking You Got the Touch.
Yeah.
Montage. I always go back and like look at that one because I was like, I remember going, I'm gonna do this. Because you were like, because I was like, oh yeah, there's that thing in the beginning with like Phil. He's like, oh, you can cut that out. And I'm like, no. It stays in.
It stays.
I'm so glad Phil's phone had such good audio on the mic because it sounded like I put it in the video. And I'm like,
man, I need to record something with Phil.
Every time that I'm like, I want to record something with Phil, I think this is gonna be it because we have this interesting topic, and it just kind of doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it sucks because like we both like Mega Man ZX, great. It just kind of, you know, faltered out. We were like Digimon.
The game kind of got tedious.
The game got tedious. I was playing it.
Well, the thing that happened with Mega Man ZX is that you guys were just like, sorry to talk over you, but you guys just were like, this game's too hard. This is too much.
Mean, it was getting to.
Hey, Rad, can I just say screw the Fireworks Factory Dragon Boss and Spyro 3? Yeah.
I didn't have. Here's the thing, right? What's funny is we were making progress in ZX.
Yeah. Like
it was just like it was only every like 7 parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
it was just too slow.
Like it was hard, but it was doable. But it was doable in such a long period of time.
Yeah. I mean, we could always go back, especially now that we have
The Zero ZX collection?
No, not what I was gonna say.
But yeah.
But yes, but no. No, what I was gonna say was, now that we do the half-hour episodes minimum instead of 10-minute, 2. So.
Rad game. So, have made some progress on a new strategy, perhaps?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
It's a good point.
Prehaps? That's like before something happens. It's the prehaps.
Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation?
Oh, asking? No. No new strategy. Just waiting for it to work.
My mom has been...
I've gotten close.
My mom has been watching Hamilton on Disney Plus like 3 times a day.
Okay.
And listen, I do love me some Hamilton. Like, it is a great play, and the songs in it are fucking incredible. Like, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a fucking master. Is a fucking legend. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
If to anyone watching the stream, if you haven't seen Hamilton, find a way to watch it, because like I know that
it's on Disney Plus, right?
It is, but like not everyone has Disney Plus because it's another streaming service.
Someone get Disney Plus.
I do recommend it. It's only $6.99 a month, and you get like a fuck ton of Disney stuff.
We're not sponsored by
We're not. I just recommend it because like at the price it is, it's honestly a better deal than Netflix. Because Netflix has like 50-50 stuff you'll watch, but Disney Plus is like literally it's like, oh, you know, I haven't seen in a while. Emperor's New Groove, it's there. You know, seen a while? Goofy movie. It's there.
Yeah. Speaking of Netflix, I'm watching Avatar. Finally.
Yeah, you liking it?
So far, every episode I've seen already. So
okay, let me know when. Let me come back. Get back to me when you've seen some new shit.
It's probably not going to be until like a while because I've seen a lot. I didn't realize that some things happened as early as they did.
At scene 3, what I heard, there's like a spotted one that like I haven't.
Fucking Aaron
from Starcade. I've seen 3.
People are saying 2, but
there's a spotted one that I love that so much. I love that fucking improv.
Man, Aaron can be funny sometimes. It's almost like Aaron's funny.
It's, you know what it is? Aaron has a funny energy.
Yeah.
He just, you know, once you're used to his humor, you're either broken down and laughing at his dumb shit, or you're just jaded to it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the line you walk there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like either you're like, either you're laughing because that's Aaron, or you're just like, fucking...
That's Aaron.
Yeah. Like...
That's how I felt sometimes, like, when his, like, Sonic hate bit was just a little too real.
Yeah. Dude, can I just say, like, when I saw Finale on Sonic Heroes, I'm like, no.
Is it... Did they not do it?
They stopped at the end of Sonic Heroes.
Oh, come on. You fucking cowards.
No, they'll be back.
Good.
I'm certain they'll be back. There's no fucking way they don't end up coming back to it. The only problem with Sonic Heroes is that it really, like, unlike 06, where, like, yeah, the stages can be the same, but there's different sections in Sonic 06 with other characters. Sonic Heroes is literally the same game 4 times, aside from Team Chaotix.
Yeah.
Team Rose and Team Dark are just different difficulty settings. And Team Chaotix is just missions. Team
Chaotix is the best team.
It is,
hands down.
but it's like, because it's actual, like, different varying gameplay.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are just, because Team Dark stages are way too fucking long, and Team Rose's stages are way too fucking easy, but like just as glitchy as the rest of the game. So it's a little frustrating because you're like, this is easy, why can't I win? Because you keep falling off the side because that's the game. I also love every time Aaron was just like, there are people that are like, this is the best game. I'm like,
no, there is not.
No, there is not. There's not, and I'm like, if they are, they're fucking
lying.
They're lying, they're wrong. Don't listen to them.
It was their first Sonic game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get fucked, alright?
Well, that's like when he was saying, that people said that they loved Black Knight.
Yeah, no,
and it was like,
I know people that, I know people that tolerate, like, I actually tolerate Black Knight.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I've played it again. Like, I've gone back and played it, knowing what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
But.
And I can't wait until we eventually get to it.
I think it'll be more fun than Secret Rings.
100%.
By far. I think because you can actually, like, beyond Aaron's comprehension of the game.
Saw an interesting strat for the core in the farthest platform where you shoot the blade at him at the start. Stand there, and when you shoot at him, and when he shoots you... Hold on. It gives more time to dodge. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it, and I don't like it. And I've tried it.
I don't like it.
Obviously, and I don't like it. My Doremi's favorite Sonic game is Heroes. They exist.
No.
Oh, we back at the
He's
crimes.
wrong. I said if they're not lying, they're wrong. Just straight up.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Just flat out. I don't care
Listen,
if it's
man.
an opinion. No, it's wrong.
No, it's objectively wrong.
It's right. It's a sin.
Oh my god. Listen, man.
Fuck Heroes. I hate him. I hate Sonic Heroes.
I love Sonic Heroes.
No.
But only.
No.
But I will say, I love Sonic Heroes, and 90% of that love is pure nostalgia. It's not great. I will never play it again. Mostly
fair.
because for the review that we did, I completed it twice.
I legitimately tried to play it on emulator, like I sent videos to you.
Yeah.
Just to show that my computer could handle Sonic Heroes this time. And I was almost proven that it couldn't still. So
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes is more powerful than a $1,300 PC build. But it just because the PS2... Was it PS2? No, I was using the GameCube emulator. Just because it's like somehow such a broken game.
There we go.
Somehow such a broken game that it just... Are you good?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
She said that the game was louder than we are, so
Oh, okay.
I was fixing it.
It's just, it's just that the game is just such a broken game that, like, it doesn't map itself to its own systems well, you know what I mean? Like, there were, like, when I
Sorry,
loaded
I
on
suck at
emulator...
English, not my first language. It's fine, it's fine. I was more making a bit of how I'm just stupid and can't read.
For me, I'm just an asshole.
Yeah.
So, that's not just my character. I just am an asshole. Hi. Pete of the GCN.
Hello, Pete. I'm an asshole. Here's my badge. Here's my card.
Dude, I'll never get over my mom being like, I don't think you do that as I'm sitting there
Doing
in
that.
front of her. I'm just like, yeah?
Yeah, Ma?
I think I will.
Yeah, Pete?
Dude, it's so bad. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Anyway, back to Sonic Heroes. And single. But
Ladies.
ladies, if you want to date a piece of shit, which happens a lot, so you'd think I'd have a much higher batting average. Think with all the posts of like the nice guys going, they always go with the piece of shits, and I'm like, I'm right here.
Where am I?
And-
Where are you?
and I'm like-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, where are you? And I'm so sorry.
And I'm not sorry.
So that's the way you said that. It's like, and I'm not sorry.
Like fucking Dr.
Just that.
Can, water. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeep.
I sent another video to Juan while I was at work of me getting of me maxing out Chie's thing in Persona 4 and her.
Myra, do not shut up. Don't jinx it. Myra, I'm going to tell you, I've gotten it lower. So no, don't get excited ever.
What's it? I
Do not get excited at all.
I sent a video of Juan while playing my new game Plus
Of
Run
Juan?
Persona 4. Yeah, I sent a video of Juan. No, I sent a video to Juan while doing my new game Plus run of Persona 4. The same exact moment from the last time when I sent him a video where it's Chie saying I love you, and just me going, ah!
Yeah.
I just did it again and put the text as, I did it again, let's go. I will say, that is the one thing that I feel like Persona 4 hits really well with. I haven't finished Persona 5, but I just feel like the characters... And I've seen a lot of people online say this, that the big thing in Persona 4 is
don't want to stop playing. Like, you don't want to leave those characters.
Yeah.
Because that's how good the characters are fleshed out
In 4?
Persona 4, yeah. Like, it is insane, because the social link system would require that level of connection.
Yeah.
But it's insane. I have never seen a game do so much with characters like this before. And I've played a lot of JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. I played Kingdom Hearts, and that franchise is built on these are the characters you're following for like 13 games. And yet, Persona 4 in one game decimated
like,
that.
Wow.
Like, it's insane. Like, you get so much out of each character and their relationship. No Persona spoilers. Phil already ruined 4 for me, and trying to find the killer was the only thing keeping me on the grind. Okay, well, I'm not going to spoil that, because I want him to play it.
I already know.
Oh.
Yeah, I already know.
That's sad.
That was already spoiled to me by, like, Juan and Mike and Phil.
Oh.
I already know who it is. But I don't care. I'm still gonna play it.
But well, it's funny, too, because if I do that Let's Play with Mori...
I have a spoiler for you, Mai, for Persona 5.
Uh-oh.
Joker's the thief.
Dude, I actually watched the reveal for Joker and Smash again.
Yeah.
Just to feel alive.
Yeah.
And, dude, it gets me, man.
It's so good.
It gets me, man.
Especially now that I'm playing Persona 5, and now that I play Joker and Smash now.
I just love that they included everyone, like, all the Phantom Thieves. Yeah. That they were just like, this is the thing. I am sad, because someone's like, why didn't they just do Last Surprise and then hit it on the You'll Never See It Coming on the reveal?
Yeah.
I'm like, because that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're right. Especially because at the time, the meme was going hard.
Yeah.
But, no. Now Sakurai's all in on the memes. Although that Joker amiibo is tight.
Yeah, it's so good. I want it.
Like, fuck, I wish I was still in Best Buy.
I want it, and it has become my third amiibo that I want.
Actually, I'm glad that I'm working from home with Best Buy, because every time that I was in Best Buy and was working, like, the back, I would just see all the boxes of amiibos, and I'm like,
Seriously, I'm not a fan of JRPGs, and I hate grinding in them so much. You don't have to grind Persona.
You don't. You really don't.
You really do not need to grind in Persona.
You don't. Actually, what's funny is Persona 4 also has... I don't know if Persona 5 does this. I know Persona 5 has, like, a safe mode, but Persona 4, you can literally change the difficulty and, like, oh, I want to gain more XP and give more damage and gain less damage.
I don't think you can do that.
No, Persona 5 I know has safe mode, and that's, like, the only thing that really does that.
Yeah.
But Persona 4 has, like, specific... At least Golden, I don't know if the original did. But I know Golden
this is
has,
a dead run.
has that, like, specific setting, so if you want, you do that. Actually, I'm gonna big confession, that's what I did.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, the best part of Persona to me is the story and the characters.
Yeah.
Like, the gameplay's great, but it's also just kind of pseudo-standard JRPG gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
Then there's no mystery, at least so far for me, at least in Persona 5. It's more of just, hey, this guy's a mega butthole. Kill him.
Persona 4, I was played.
Uh-huh.
Like, big played.
Okay.
By like, who the real killer was.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was like, oh. Fuck. Because I sort of got... Alright, so, Ma, you were already spoiled for the killer, right? She said that?
Yeah, she already knows who it is.
Okay. So I'll say it on here, because spoil...
Well, who cares about Persona 4 spoilers? How about that?
Okay.
And then give him a second.
So, no.
More seconds! Please do not.
I will say, I will play... if I do the Let's Play with Mori, I'm gonna have him be like, alright, like, at the point where it makes you decide, I'm gonna be like, alright, who do you think the real killer is? Don't select it, because we have to get it right.
Yeah.
But who do you think it is? And then we'll just go from there. Because I'm like, first of all, I don't want to have to do a dumb thing where we have to go back and do the true ending, even though I love playing the game over and over again.
Yeah.
For the purpose of a Let's Play, let's just get the true ending the first time. Smash Linda says, I guess I don't care. I don't know.
Okay. Then I guess no one cares.
I mean, it's a, you'll, you know, if you play the game, honestly, it's so enjoyable either way. But I gotta tell the story because it's so funny. Like, I literally, so as you know, it's a dachi,
Yeah.
and I shit you not, I was like, oh fuck yeah, it's fucking a dachi. I remember because I played like the very beginning of it back when it was on PS Vita, when Golden first came out on Vita.
Yep.
My sister had it, and I was like, I guess I'll try playing it. And of course, my first thing was, I'm gonna do 100% first time, because I just finished 100% of Kingdom Hearts the second time. And was like on a high.
Of completing?
Of completing,
Well, that's how you get here.
So, no, fuck this.
Yeah, do not do... this doesn't... Not just for you. This is for everyone. Do not do this. This game sucks completing. Playing, it's great. Completing.
On my end, 100%ing any of the Kingdom Hearts games. Don't do it.
I gotta do 2 of them.
Don't 100% the Kingdom Hearts franchise. You can, but it's not worth it.
Are you sure?
Eh.
Is it more worth it than this?
The Ultimate Weapon is worth it. Level 99 is worth it. Just like the heavy hitting.
Yeah.
But like, there's other shit like, oh, get all the Ansem reports. Oh, fight the secret boss. It's a lot more hell than you're ready for. When you get to the fucking data fights in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, I suck at
Ew.
dodging, so I'll never do this. Half the time it's luck, so...
That being said,
Don't get on the completionist high? Yes.
That
do not,
being
ever.
said, back to before. Yeah, I saw Dachi and I was like, haha, funny man, I remember a Dachi. And then it's like, the social link is Jester Arcana. And I'm like, ha, cause he the fool, he funny, ha ha ha. That was it. And then I'm like, and then I'm doing the thing, right? And the guide I was looking at has a, because I was like, alright, I want to get the true ending, let me make sure I do this right. And it had a fucking spoiler tab. It was like, you know, click this if you really, you know, don't know who the killer is. And I'm sitting there looking at the options, and I'm like, I was like, if it's not this guy or this guy, then who the fuck would it be? And I literally could not piece it together. And I was like, I don't understand why I can't. Like, for all intents and purposes, I've been paying attention so heavily to the game, and I really fucking should. But I couldn't. And then I clicked the spoiler, and they're like a Dachi, and I'm like,
What?
brain black, because I literally was like, of fucking course! I was like, because I was looking at all the clues they made me, like, focus on throughout that portion of the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah! He knows, he's a friend of Dojima, so he's not a stranger to Nanako, so she would let him in.
Yeah.
That actually doesn't matter because he wasn't the person that kidnapped her. But, like, it still matches.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was looking at all the clues, I'm like, fucking duh! And it was really funny because I remember being like, I find it so funny that fucking Johnny Young Bosch plays the voice of the main character and the comic relief.
Yeah.
Boy, was it not just the comic relief? It's like, ah! Kudos to being friends with people like Juan and Phil for not spoiling me somehow throughout my friendship with them. And my sister, who also loved the game.
Bro, if you don't want to get spoiled for a video game, do not talk to Phil about it.
Oh, dude, Phil?
Phil is the worst with spoilers.
I've got to a point now where, like, I'll be on the cusp of saying something spoilery, and then I'll be like, wait.
Yeah.
Do you care? Like that.
Yeah.
But I'll get really close, but I'm really good at catching myself.
No, you want to know who's a fucking champion when it comes to spoilers? Lucas from Gameplay Buddies.
Oh, yeah?
Bro. So, he was literally showing through playing on the channel, Steve Danganronpa, and by extension, showing me Danganronpa. Not only did Lucas catch himself and not spoil anything, he would misdirect you.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the other thing I'm bad with, right? When I'm showing a movie to someone, I'm really bad with it, because, like, if it's a movie I fucking love, I'll be like, who's gonna happen, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm an actual,
No, you know what I'm bad with?
I'm an asshole in that sense, because I really fucking...
Which
I'm
sucks
really
because Jess does this all the time.
Yeah.
Is that 90% of the time, Jess will guess what happens.
Uh-huh.
And then she'll be like, is it this? And I'm like, I
Dude,
don't know.
First of all, that's just a dick move on Jess's part. I hate that type of person that, like, tries to guess, like, the end of the movie or something ahead of time, and I'm like, fuck. It's like if you watch Infinity War and you're like, oh, is this snap gonna happen? You're like, fucking, come on.
Come on. Yeah.
That's like, cause listen, I hate to say it, cause like we knew it was like a two-parter thing going in. We knew that even though they changed the titles from Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2 ahead of time,
Yeah.
like I knew that it was gonna still be like a split, like this is one story thing,
Yeah.
and yet I was still caught so off guard by the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
And
Hell, I was caught off guard by Infinity War, and I didn't even watch
You
it.
don't even. It's just an insane move.
Well, because I was like, wait, what's this Spider-Man thing? And then, like, you look it up, and then it was like,
Cause like
they killed Spider-Man?
Yeah, 'cause, like, that's the thing. My brother was like, it doesn't fucking matter. They're gonna come back. I'm like, yeah, I know they're gonna come back.
Yeah, but they still
But
did
like
it.
on screen, you watch Spider-Man turn to dust. Like I'm like, there are kids in this fucking theater watching their favorite heroes on screen turn to dust.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if we know. At that point, they had announced Spider-Man 2. Like, Spider-Man Far From Home was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
We already knew he was going to be back. We knew all of them were, well, for the most part, were going to come back.
Because there was obviously going to be a second movie.
Because there's more. There's also, it's Marvel and Disney.
Yeah,
like,
why would they fucking, like,
why would they do
just
that?
end it
Exactly.
like that?
So, like, so it's like, yeah, of course, but, like,
It's still, like...
it's a heart-wrenching. The Russo brothers did such a good job with that whole sequence. Like, I still get chills watching that fucking sequence in Infinity War.
Mew talks through the entirety of any movie.
Well, that's the thing,
I
right?
hate that too.
That's the thing, right? Here's my thing.
Because if sometimes I literally just get to the point where I'm like, will you just shut up and watch the movie?
Here's my thing, right? Because like Juan really wants to watch JoJo's with me.
Yes.
But the thing is, I will talk a lot.
I mean, that's fine. You
like,
can.
Because like I like enjoy just like memeing on shit when I see it.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether I actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I'll just meme on whatever, and like that's enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
If I have to like focus, I'll get really bored and like.
Well, yeah, but like,
stop paying attention.
for example, right? Like when we marathon the entirety of Steven Universe Future, and then watch the finale directly after. You know, we were talking the whole time, even during the finale.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't to the point where like, I bet Steven's gonna turn into a hot dog.
Yeah. Like, what's funny too is, and listen, we had a day where we had a fucking movie night where we fucking sat down and watched all 3 Cloverfield movies.
Yep. That was also awesome.
It was a great time.
It was funny because it really showed like how I watch movies sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Jess showed me The Boy not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking good horror movie. I really recommend it. Do not watch the second one. Because it ruins the first movie.
As sequels tend to do, yeah.
No, this one is like, I've never seen a sequel ruin a first movie so bad. Like, it's actually kind of impressive. So, you know, she wanted to know my thoughts and everything. But, like, I didn't, like, when the twist happens, because there is a twist, I didn't, like, say anything. And she's like, what, you didn't, like, what, were you expecting that? I'm like, no, I was just watching the movie.
I know, yeah.
I was just enjoying and being intrigued in the movie.
I will say,
because I'm such a dick, and I hate that I have this habit, especially since I am a filmmaker. I watch movies like this.
Yeah, what's funny is that, like, if I'm in a movie theater, and this is why, like, whenever I see comments on, like, the theater reactions to, like, stuff like Avengers Endgame and stuff, like, I love the
theater
reaction stuff, but, like, of course, only in the confines of stuff like Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, where the payoffs have to be big and crowd-pleasing. Because, like, that energy is there, whether you're making it known or not.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's, like, ready to jump out of their seat with what's going on. And I'm so happy that the Marvel movies actually bring that out of people.
Yeah.
In such a mass that, like, even though people in the theater are going to be annoyed by it, there's so many doing it that they're not going to get thrown out or something because it's 90% of the theater doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that because, like, I understand the aspect of, oh, it's a theater, it should be quiet, blah, 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 but I'm like, it's not a play. Yeah. You know, it's not a fucking live play. There's no actors to be distracted by the noise.
Yeah.
And it's a loud fucking action movie with surround sound theater speakers.
Yeah.
If we're so loud that you really can't hear anything going on.
Yeah.
you have a hearing problem.
Well, the thing is like I like it when it's appropriate.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like if you're watching like a horror movie and like the little like slam of the door just has literally everyone in the theater be like,
yeah, I know.
and I'm like, shut
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You know that's
I don't
not-
mind. I don't mind a group gasp.
Yeah.
I don't mind like that stuff like that. I don't mind like audibly because I actually enjoy even in horror movies hearing people go huh,
Yeah.
like a subtle thing.
Yeah.
But
Or when
like,
something scary actually happens and they're go like, ah. You
yeah,
know?
exactly. When it's appropriate. It's the same with Marvel. Like
Yeah.
90% of the Marvel movies are just payoffs at that point at least.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to hear fucking cheering because it really like the fucking Avengers Assemble scene in Endgame with the audience reaction is fucking tear breaking.
Yeah.
Like it brings me to tears just thinking about it opens my fucking tear duct thing.
Bro,
Like, it's insane.
I feel the same way, and it's not even like I was in a big audience with this, but like watching all of like the audience reaction things to
Yeah.
the ending of Super.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, dude, every time.
Every time, dude.
I look back. It's only really the like Mexican
Yeah.
ones that really
Well, I was
grab
like,
me.
Like
But-
I felt like that entire crowd cheering and like dying over that
Dude.
was me sitting on this couch watching it.
Dude, when I was like on my computer and like they were like, well, dude, first of all, if there's one fucking thing that gets me in like the ending of an anime or like the final fight of at least an arc,
Yeah.
of a big arc or whatever, if you have the other characters go fucking do it, you fucking got me.
Yes!
I'm fucking out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fucking
in it.
dead.
Yeah.
Because like that's the shit that I do. Like I'm like,
Listen,
dude,
there's only-
I shit you not. I was playing the final boss of Persona 4, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
true final boss.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and I shit you not, I was like, it gets to the point where like, oh, you're down, and then you come back with like the better form of your main persona, to be like, I have my friends or whatever the fuck, and I was just like, fucking Persona, and I
Yeah.
fucking hit him, and I was like, ah, like I fucking get so emotionally in
Yeah.
to this shit. So the reactions and everything is like a necessity. Like I need to have that because when I watch Infinity War and the fucking Thor arriving in Wakanda scene plays,
Yeah.
oh my fucking god! Have I shown you the video of the theater reaction to it?
No.
Oh god, I gotta show you that after the stream. It's
Bro.
so, it's so vitriol.
Listen, there's only 3 anime moments, and they're all from fucking shonen anime because I have a love of shonen anime. That have got me going like that. It's the end of Super, like literally from the moment that Jiren smiles and then screams all the way to the end end of that fight.
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
magic.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
It made me feel like I
It's
was
fucking
10.
incredible, man.
And I was like, "Ugh," and then we're like, Goku! Frieza! Do it! Yeah. That got me. And then the next 2 are from the same anime. When All Might is fighting Nomu.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, I have to call upon all of the plus Ultra!
And, United States of Smash.
Yup, of
Yeah.
course. When everyone's like, All Might! It's like, United States!
I have a secondary. I have another great fucking one.
Okay.
The end of Brotherhood. With
Yes!
Ed punching the shit
Yes!
out of God.
Yes!
There is nothing that gets a fucking solid atheist more happy than watching another atheist physically punch the shit out of God.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll give you that one.
It's such a good fucking moment because everyone's just like, fuck him up!
Yeah!
It's just like, yeah!
That one blooper is actually true.
It's so good. I wish it wasn't a blooper. Like, because
Yeah.
it's so good.
Fuck 'em up!
Like, it's so fucking true.
Yeah.
And it's so good
I'm so
because
glad I
it,
finally watched through all of Brotherhood.
that whole sequence, because it fucking breaks you down because when Al's giving his fucking soul away. So it hurts you.
Yeah.
And then it fucking goes, all right, now get ready for some fucking payoff. And you're like, It might as well have been Ed going Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He's like, now I have 2 hands! And I'm like, it's great that you're doing this, but one of those hands is like a horribly, like, debilitated at this point, right? Like,
Yeah, boy.
like that, if you punch someone with that arm, it's broken. Like, but be great, yeah. Like,
But hey.
such a good fucking moment.
Yeah.
That being said, I'll never forget the feeling I got at the end of the original FMA when Ed opens the door and there's fucking like World War II Zeppelins and shit, and you're like,
Huh?
oh.
Huh?
Because listen, I understand that the canon is that the gate is just truth.
Yeah.
But I also kind of enjoy the weird parallel
like,
world
parallel
thing,
world, yeah.
where like where like it's our world where alchemy isn't a thing.
Where chemistry wins over science.
Right.
instead
Like
of the other way around.
I like that exists. Like I liked the idea of that,
Yeah, that was cool.
and I liked the idea of Ed trying to like survive in that.
Yeah. And hell, Conqueror of Shambhala is a great
Because
fucking movie.
it really is. It is honestly Conqueror of Shambhala to me is kind of better than the last arc of FMA the anime.
Yeah.
Because the last arc of FMA kind of falls apart, aside from Rewrite being the fucking best opening. You know.
Apparently, it's stuck for them. Well, it's running for me.
Yeah, we have it.
I mean, it's horribly delayed, but
Yeah, it's delayed, but it's still going.
yeah. Maybe it'll fix itself. Oh, now it's fine. Okay.
But yeah, so Conqueror of Shambhala. That last arc of FMA really kind of unwinds
Yeah.
because of course they like completely shot themselves off the manga.
Yeah.
But like Rewrite is something I will never let go of.
No.
In my soul. That fucking song is so goddamn good
Yeah. Definitely.
that
I mean, what do you expect from fucking Asian country?
the emotional reaction I had to hearing Re as the opening to Race.
Yes. Yeah,
was
and it's
so like I cried when I heard it because I was like, I haven't heard them in so long.
You know what's also funny though? I had almost the same reaction to hearing them do the second Naruto opening, which is funny because that was their
right,
first.
That was their first. Yeah, exactly.
And like I heard it like a
Right.
year ago.
Yeah, well, it's funny too because I was watching both FMA and Naruto on Toonami.
Have any of you watched The Rising of Shield Hero? Nah.
No, I
know
think
Phil's into it.
I think I started watching the first episode, but like I've been spoiled by like Konosuba and Is It Okay to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? That like I'm used to like a lot more comedy than these fantasy animes can give.
Yeah. I'm just not
So
into
it's-
isekais.
What's the thing, right? Like isekais to me now are a lot more comedy than
Yeah.
aside from ReZero, which I already sat through the first season of, so I'm now into the second season.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I might as well see it through. But all the other isekais that I've sat down and watched... Oh, also aside from Sword Art. But Sword Art has actually some comedic moments.
Yeah.
Because Sword Art knows it's kind of smut of the anime world at this point.
Yeah.
So they kind of... Also, have you seen the English bloopers to SAO?
Some of them.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I love that cast. Just because they really... I love the amount of Portuguese breakfast jokes. And I'm like, why are you guys so locked on to this joke? It's like multiple blooper reels, but it's so good. Yeah, Shield Hero, I tried to watch. I also tried to watch one that is kind of funny, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but it's like a newer one. But yeah,
I remember there was this
isekais
one...
are very comedic to me. I highly recommend Konosuba. Konosuba is hysterical.
I remember there was this one anime that was literally about like a restaurant that travels like through like this like, you know, fantasy world.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, all these different people would come in and eat their dishes, tell their story, and then leave.
Right.
And that's just, and you know, like to describe the food that they're like, it was obviously made by someone who's very passionate about food. And that was the whole show. And I'm
Right.
like, I fucking love this. This is the most relaxing show I've ever watched in my entire life.
I have to watch because I know they started continuing the new Digimon series, and I have to get back into that because they rebooted Digimon Adventure.
I have so much shit I have to catch up on. It's ridiculous.
I also have to finish the original Digimon Adventure Try, which is like the continuation of the original Digimon series.
Yeah.
But like because like they originally released it in separate parts. So like it was like when they first did Gundam Unicorn. Gundam Unicorn when it was first being, I don't know if it was just subbed or dubbed, but when it was first being released to America, it was via PSN.
Yeah.
In like movies. And then it was then released like a year or so later on like in like 30-minute TV intervals.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could watch that now, but like when my brother was trying to show it to me in like the movie form, I was falling asleep left and right. Because if you're not prepared for like the one thing you have to be prepared for if you watch any Gundam series is politics.
Yeah.
The action is always great, but there is a bunch of politics that you're almost not expecting in a mech anime. The Gundam is a lot of politics, especially Gundam Wing, which is one of my first anime, and now I can watch it fine, but like when I was a kid, I have no idea how I sat through Gundam Wing on Toonami.
I've never seen such a hated character in an anime. Like, stupid amount of hate for a character, and it isn't a comedy isekai, and I watched both seasons of Konosuba, and Western Restaurant Nicoya is the one you're talking about. I don't think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. I'll look it up, but I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound familiar.
ReZero started its second season, and it kicked off exactly as ReZero should have.
Uh-huh.
Where immediately within the first like minute of the first episode in the second season, someone lost their fucking arm and was on the ground screaming and bleeding. And I'm just like, ReZero. I have 2 figurines on my shelf from your characters, and there's an anime where people just fucking like on the ground for like.
It isn't, but yeah, but that is the one isekai restaurant. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Oh yeah, no, that's it.
Okay.
I only knew I knew it by the English name.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the English name is Restaurant to Another World. Yeah, that is the most relaxing show one of the most relaxing anime you could ever watch. But yeah, I have so much shit I have to catch up on, namely JoJo and
Now, you want to
My Hero.
You want to watch a quote-unquote relaxing anime that's also sad as shit?
Okay.
Anohana.
Anohana?
Yeah.
What is it?
It is the general premise is there is a kid. There's this like teen. I'm trying to remember because it's been so long since I watched it. It is not an anime I would recommend watching multiple times. It's very sad, but it's like this teen. You start out, he's like with this like little girl in like this white dress. You think, oh, it's like his little sister or something. No, you find out it's like a dead old friend from their group that like died in an accident, and she's going to fade away if her other friends don't remember her. And like show that they remember her.
There is another one if you
sad.
want an isekai restaurant, but more comedic and dramatic if you want. Sure. Recommend me more anime to watch.
But yeah, it's very sad, but it's very relaxing. And the opening and ending is so good. But if you watch the entire anime, you will cry every time you hear it. So, it's the trade-off.
Yeah. I've been reading a lot of horror manga recently. So, one of the favorites that I've read, and I've been talking about it to death, is Signal 100. So the premise is that there's like this high school class that are just filled with fucking assholes, and they like disrupt class, they abuse the teacher, and the teacher's like, I've had enough. So he traps them all into the AV room and plays a video that hypnotizes them and makes it so that there are 100 actions that they don't know what they are, that if they do even one of them, they will forcefully kill themselves. And that's the manga. And it's short. It's like 27 chapters.
Right. A lot of horror mangas are shorter because they're just stories.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's that. And then you just watch the survival game take place.
Also, Sword Art Online started its quote-unquote, according to an article that Jordan was reading on Discord one day, its final arc. Don't think that's true, because they have to do the Unital Ring arc from the manga if they're going to finish it, which at this point they might as well, because there's only literally, I think, one more story arc left. But they could easily do that arc in a movie, so... but I guess if it's the final arc of Alicization Sword Art Online, then yes. But...
Izakaya Nobu. Okay.
But, the first episode started out just like with ReZero starting out exactly as ReZero would a season. Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of the Underworld, Season 2. Well, War of the Underworld's already season 2 of Alicization. So the newest episode started out back from the hiatus with a fucking tentacle scene.
Yep.
Just as you'd expect from Sword Art Online. Because there's always a fucking tentacle scene. But it's like
They know who they're
I'm like-
dealing with.
yeah, but you know what's funny? Like,
They'll deal with Peter.
so like, yeah. So Sword Art Online had one where it was like it was played comedically, right?
Yep.
And it was middle of like a random adventure. Like it might as well have been a filler episode almost. So like you're like, this is kind of weird, but it's played for laughs. And she's like, yo, Kirito, help me, man. She's got like the goofy anime
Yeah.
crying face, so you're kind of like, haha, funny
Where she's
thing.
like, "Wah."
You know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's like haha, funny, even though it seems a bit weird because it's still a tentacle scene.
I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm in such transmission.
You're so mad, you just fucking leave.
I pull all of the training that I've learned from the Yard Rats and just leave.
It was like, bottles? But I just keep telling the story. And then like, so that one's played for laughs. And then in like the second season, where it's like a different game with like fairies and shit.
Yep.
Then they have a weird one where Asuna is trying to break herself out, and these two random security jelly monsters are hanging out, and they're like, ooh, the girl. And they start fucking tentacle scene. And that one's not played for laughs.
Uh-huh.
That one's just weird and out of place because it's just like a whole scene of like Asuna being a badass and like, I'm gonna get out of here. This must be the server room. Alright, where is it? And then these fucking things are like, oh, girl! And they're like grabbing her ankle, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And you're like, what the hell? And then also the end of that season also has a moment where like the fucking main guy, I mean, this is kind of spoilers for Sword Online, but it's like old Sword Online. It's been out for a while. But the end of that season has the fucking main villain guy turn up like in his own little like pitch black, like this is my area.
Domain.
Yeah, exactly. And he fucking like turns all the fucking like security settings for Kirito off, so like there's like more than actual pain and everything.
Yeah.
And so and gravity's on him, so he's like being crushed on the ground and can't move. And then he goes and molests Asuna in front of him. And it's also a very weird off-putting scene, and I'm like, this is very weird.
Stop.
I was like, and it's also like, it's one of those moments like, you know how like in like animes where there's suddenly a band scenes and the animation quality it's like tenfold, where it's like rotoscoped essentially.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but this one's molestation, and it's very off-putting. Suddenly his fingers are moving in such a meticulous way that it's like, why did you put the budget in this? Who approved this budget?
Who budgeted this?
What is happening? So like, there's a lot of people that have that problem. I don't remember there being one. I think it'd be big weird if there was one in Gun Gale. Because that's a way different game, and there's no tentacle monsters in that game as far as I've seen. So it'd be really weird if that came out in Gun Gale. But there was a lot of course, fan service shots for sure.
For sure. Why not?
But then we get to Alicization, and everything looks pretty good for a bit. You're like, oh, okay, I think we're good. And then we get to the second season, and immediately fucking Kirito's sister gets into the game to like help him with the other girls. Who, by the way, she's his stepsister, and had a crush on him in the first season.
Of course.
First season she appeared in. That was her story. And now she's just part of the harem of, we liked Kirito, but Asuna's with him, so we cannot be. But we're still in the harem.
Okay.
But she's also his stepsister. It's very... Sword Art Online is big smut of anime, but I'm in it for the long haul now. So...
What the hell? I never got a notification. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Sean. How's it going?
Hi.
So anyway, Sword Art.
Hi.
So, the scene that they hit with the new episode of Sword Art Online is so, again, very funny because it really is out of nowhere, like the other scenes I described. Because Leafa arrives, she sees this orc that is, like, already, like, afraid of her because she's a human. And he's like, you hate me. I'm not, you treat me like not human because I'm an orc.
and not a human. And she's just like, yeah, but I'm talking to you, so you're human. And I'm like, I don't think that translation checks out, because I don't think that makes any sense. I'm talking to you, so you're human, but like he's clearly a pig man. But sure, whatever. So she
Still
like,
a man.
but the whole point of the scene is like Leafa doesn't see, because the AIs in this part of the season, ugh. The AIs in this part of the it's so much. It's like explaining Kingdom Hearts. The AIs in this fucking season are like not gay. It's not a game.
I thought you were gonna say that they're not gay.
They're not gay this time. No, they're all straight.
Thank God. That's what first Sword Art was sorely missing. Stuff for straight people.
But they
Help me! How did I win?
Alas,
How did I survive?
I cannot. They no, so they
I am down.
they went for the situation of
I'm marking you as late.
it's not
One more and you get detention.
It's not a game in this season of Sword Art. Kirito is that's not good.
I'm just gonna
refresh.
yeah, and hope that that's just me.
I mean, they were still chatting, right? So yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just me. Okay.
Yeah, because they were still chatting.
Yeah.
There would have
And they
been
weren't like that.
Yeah. Exactly. But
I'll pray for a Buddha to smite you. I am Buddha.
But
I'm not.
what's it? They didn't go for the game thing in this season. They went for Kirito is in like Kirito is forced into like a soul translator is what they call it. So it essentially creates like the most realistic dream, is what it does. So the AIs in this world are not, they're not real, but they have completely real, like souls per se.
Yeah.
Would you stop doing that with your fucking face? Fucking Chuck E. Cheese ass mother.
Can you tell I can't see? I gotta stop that. I'm gonna get stuck that way.
But imagine you're like 80 years old, like, hey, I'm making funny faces on this stuck that way. What a funny joke, Grandpa.
Joke. It's not a joke, Sonny. It's real. Everyone tells you that it's fake, and then you do it.
What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Sword Art Online, Sean, the smut of the anime world.
Chop.
Oh. I trained a little bit too much with Whis.
But so the point of the scene where Leafa appears and is like, hey, you're not a monster, is to show that she doesn't see them in the guidelines of their world sees them. And so it's really nice. And then out of nowhere, because he's like, I'm gonna take you to our fucking emperor, and she knows that that's the guy that she needs to like not let get Alice, which is the key part of the season.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, yeah, take me to him. And someone in the comments, by the way, because Verve has like a comment section, someone in the comments was like, oh man, Leafa gets there and immediately gets fucking captured. What the fuck? I'm like, she did it on purpose, jackass. To get to the big baddie. She was honestly the boldest one. She lands in a random place and goes, yeah, take me to him.
I'm so glad I never got into it. My friend explained the entire story, and Christ, it was his first anime.
Yeah.
Here's I feel the same way, because Mike showed me Sword Art, and then like I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool, because I watched like the first 2 episodes. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I never watched it again.
Yeah. I'll never forget my ex, who I showed Sword Art to, and then while she was hanging out with Mike, who, mind you, she did have a thing for, and I was jealous of them hanging out, and it looked like I was the asshole, but I was right, because I literally got a text one day when I was like, oh, how's it going hanging out with Mike? And she was like, oh, he's showing me this cool anime Sword Art. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
We just finished it the other day. What the fuck?
I love how it's not, we just watched it the other day. It's we finished it.
Like, we watched the whole thing. And then she goes, oh, he showed me that. And I'm like, you could be like, oh, maybe she was joking. She was not.
Yeah. By the way, to make it clear, not to make Mike not sound like an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
He was not interested.
No, he was not interested. He made it very clear.
Yeah.
It's funny now.
Yeah.
And it honestly was kind of funny then.
Yeah.
Because I knew it the entire time.
I can't believe Pete has jealousy. That's a sin.
Bitch. You missed the portion where I called myself an asshole and a piece of shit.
Maybe if you weren't late.
If I'm not fucking, like, father from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood of, like, I am the original homunculus. That is just every single fucking sin. Normally, this is where I go, but not gluttony because I'm so thin. But I eat so much fucking Wendy's, I'm gluttony.
I had so much fucking Wendy's today.
I had Taco Bell today.
Oh, changing it up, are we?
Yeah, a little bit. But they're still, like, next to each other in our locations. So.
That is true. They're only one street over. So you could have easily made
And
a
it was
detour.
DoorDash, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I cannot believe you. Now it's one click away.
A few clicks, hey.
Hey. I finished FMAB. It's really good.
Yeah, we were talking about the
FMA
ending. If you weren't late, you would have heard our discussion about it.
Fullmetal Alchemist is honestly probably one of my favorite.
That's it. I'm giving Sean detention anyway.
Because
Um,
he's not following the class.
He's not following the class. He missed too much of the info. He's not gonna pass the test. He needs to be punished.
And guess what, bitch? There's a pop quiz.
He needs to be punished.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
So Sword Art, I have to get to the tentacle suit that I was trying to explain how it's so off-putting in the sequence. Because it goes from her arriving, having a really sentimental scene.
I'm sorry about that ear rape.
She has like a really sentimental scene where she's like, hey, you're not a monster. Then she goes, yeah, she's the boldest one because she goes, yeah, take me to the big bad guy. And then...
I didn't get the
Fucking-
notification, suck on Alice's nipple piercing your pricks. Ah!
But, yeah, she's like, yeah, take me to the leader and everything. Like, she's already... It's a great scene for her.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she takes, like, 2 steps, this weird shadow creature comes out that, like, was only maybe there for, like, 2 seconds in a past episode to be like, you're in charge of the fucking army now or whatever.
Yeah.
And she comes back to remind us of that while also going, I'm gonna suck her life through her titties. And I'm like, what is happening? And then she, like, grabs, like, and it's already weird, right? Because she's like, and she's looking at the arc, she's like, if you enjoy this, watch this. And she rips off, like, the chest plating. And I'm like, what is happening? And then she goes, she fucking, just when you think, oh, okay, she has, like, the tentacles are in place now, we're done with this, she goes, I have more. And then she plants one up the crotch. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, 2 seconds ago, it was an empowering scene about this character being cool for once, and now it's just fucking tentacles again.
Stop!
I was like, what is happening?
Stop
Like,
doing that!
it was so fucking weird.
Is that a threat? No. I don't think that is a threat. I think it's an offer.
But at the same time, I have to say to the person, I don't know if it's the author's decision to put those in. I don't know if there was in the manga.
I don't know. I will have to fact check.
I don't read the Sword Art Online manga or light novels, I guess they are.
Yeah.
But
And then they sucked on whatever her name's titties.
But I swear to God, I have to say this, never change. Keep doing it.
It's hilarious.
It really is. It really is. It really is hilarious. It's a staple of Sword Art, alright? If there isn't at least one tentacle scene, alright? It's not the same.
Ah!
You gotta have to go into Sword Art Online with the same mentality of Dragon Ball Z, where like, yes, this is a flawed anime, because a lot of the shit that's introduced is just destroys another thing that was previously introduced. It's the same with Sword Art. It's just you just gotta go in with Kirito's OP.
Yep.
And there's some random fan service all over the place. I shit you not. In the same first episode, one of the characters that came to join the fight, like one of the already established characters from the past seasons.
Yep.
She finds Kirito, who right now is in like a comatose state.
Get in my mouth! Alright.
What are you saying?
No, go away.
But she finds him and she bends down to like, you know, talk to him and like hug him. And the shot is immediately like on her ass, and she's like arched like this. And I'm like, first of all, no one fucking kneels down like that to like just give someone a hug. Second of all,
Second of all, hey.
second of all, I mean, well, you know, second of all, I'm like, listen, I'll take it. I have a figurine of said character in like a bathing suit with her ass out.
Probably Hotel Dusk and Last Window. You're lucky, Sean. You get to have Last Window as a physical copy. That's an impossibility for me.
But... And then in that same scene, because she's in front of Asuna, who is Kirito's girlfriend, and she kisses him on the cheek, and is like, you know, we're gonna get you back or whatever. And I'm like, man, they're not even trying to hide this shit anymore. Kirito just has a fucking harem.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like Asuna is just standing there like, yes, that is a good friend of his. She's like kissing him on the cheek and like, this is weird, right? Like, this wouldn't fly. This wouldn't fucking fly in an actual relationship. Especially one, in terms of Kirito and Asuna, where they've been, like, married, and have had a kid, technically, because they took on the girl from... They took on the physical embodiment of the mainframe of Sword Art Online.
I kind of want to watch Sword Art with someone just to riff on it.
It's a good anime to riff on.
Oh, yeah. Because it's smut, and it's terrible.
But, like, it also has, like, so... It does have its payoff moments that are, like, yeah, like I said, Kirito's in a comatose state right now.
Yeah.
But, like, I will lose my shit when he comes back in to save the day.
Uh-huh.
Just in general. It's literally like Goku appearing in the Sand Saga, like, if you watch that for the first time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same feeling.
Because he fucking, like, breaks Nappa's back.
Because, like, it's literally gonna be, like, we spent a whole season with the other characters.
I mean, I already have Hotel Dusk physically, so do I.
We spent a whole season of Sword Art so far with the other characters already, technically.
Yep.
Or at least half season. And it's, like, great. But as soon as I'm gonna lose it if they play the first opening from Sword Art Online, like, Season 1. They probably won't, but I'd still fucking lose it. Because it's by Lisa, who still does the openings. Which, by the way, if there's one thing that can get me hooked on an anime franchise, is when they get a consistent person to do the openings.
Uh-huh.
That fucking rocks my world.
Now, what's fucking great is with JoJo, you know, the first 3 openings are done by different people.
Right.
But then the 4th opening is done by all 3.
Right, yeah.
And they call themselves the Joestars.
I know. I've
so
seen the live concerts for that. It's great.
It's so good. I wish End of the World got
Dude,
more
I was
love.
recently finding, thanks to listening to Persona music on YouTube, I've been getting recommended.
Yeah.
I've been getting recommended, like, the Persona, like, sound concerts that has, like, Persona 3 singer 4 and 5 singers, like, all on stage performing that stuff. And there is a battle medley that they did, you can find on YouTube, where they literally go between the Persona 4 battle theme, 5 theme, and 3 theme, and then at the end of the song, all 3 of them are singing the choruses of the songs at the same time, and it's so good. It's so good.
You know, it was so funny. I was watching, like, a live performance of Last Surprise.
Yeah.
And literally everyone in the comments was like, I thought this was a black woman singing.
Dude, can I just say, also, the Persona 5, like, vocalist, like, loves Persona.
Yes.
And I want to point this out because in the video that I just talked about, where they're all singing their battle themes, because the video that I saw had a camera angle on all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll be it'll light up the Persona 4 singer, and she'll be singing, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the camera on Persona 5 singer, she's, like, mouthing with the Persona 4 battle theme, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool. Awesome. Like, that makes me so happy.
It was fun to watch the Last Surprise live performance, because they literally had people behind, like, the backup dancers were dressed as
I think I've seen the same.
Futaba and An.
Yeah, the performer who does the Persona 4 music, the 2 videos I've seen of her doing concerts, she's dressed as Marie.
Nice.
In one of them, and the other one she's dressed as Rize.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's great.
Do you know anything about Danganronpa?
No.
Really?
Nope. Don't look at me like that. I have so many games on my list right now. Don't look at me like that.
I mean, it doesn't have to be your list. It can be our list.
Get away from me.
Get on it! I wonder if Koda will do Stone Ocean OP1. I don't know. I mean, they did part 2 and the first opening of part 5. And that's it. They're the only ones who returned.
I want to hear more music from Kanabun.
Who?
They did the Naruto song.
Oh.
I want to hear more from them. They sound great.
Who's the one that did Fighting Dreamers or whatever that song's
That's Flow.
called? Flow. Yeah.
You hear a lot of them.
Yeah,
They did
they're
the
in a
Cookie
lot.
theme.
Yeah, they're in a
They
lot.
did the song for. They did.
Danganronpa Let's Play. I want to.
They did the song for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods.
Mm-hmm.
The main theme. They also did a cover of Chawa for that.
Yeah.
Flow's great. I
Yeah.
love Flow as well.
We are fighting dreamers.
Dude, that is like one of the only songs that I can legitimately like sing without the lyrics in
Nice.
front of me. But that's because any song, it's the same thing with like One Week by Bare Naked Ladies. Any song that has like a very fast tempo, I have to know.
Uh-huh.
And for the last
Huh.
10 years,
Huh.
for the last at least 10 years of my life, my mortal nemesis in that point of my life is Again by Yui, the
Yeah.
first opening to FMA Brotherhood.
Yep.
Because Jesus fucking Christ. The amount of syllables that are cut out or changed in that fucking song
Yeah.
is insane. Because that's the thing about singing any song, any anime song in Japanese, as weeb as it sounds, is that, like, every singer has their own way of pronouncing a certain syllable
Yeah.
so that it matches the rhythm. Which Americans do too. When we change stuff like ready to red A.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
it's
you ready?
It's the same thing in Japanese with the syllables to fit the rhythm and energy. And it's really annoying in Japanese because it's not a native language to try to sing that in Japanese.
I love Again. Dude, Again is like
Dude,
the best FMA opening.
Again, no.
Yes. Fight me.
Rewrite,
Rewrite
like
is second
better.
best to me.
But I also have a very, very soft spot for Hologram.
Which one is that?
That's the second opening of maybe.
Yeah. That one's good too.
It's also like more mad because they used it as the end theme of the whole series.
Yeah.
Which I can. By the way, can I just say, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is the first anime I watched the Japanese sub of.
Uh-huh.
Because I was getting tired of waiting, and I knew that there was like more Ed Winry stuff happening.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to see this. And it was basically all done on Hulu at that point. So I got whatever like free subscription. Back when Hulu's free subscription was the with ads,
Yeah.
I was able to watch it all the way through. Now it's you have to pay for with ads and you have to pay more for without ads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, what the fuck? And then you have to pay like $60 if you want to cut the cord. But I'm like, that one makes sense because that's essentially a cable plan without cable.
Yeah.
So I get that. That one makes sense. But if it should only be without commercials. Like, with commercials it's free.
Yeah.
With commercials is normal
Or
pay.
just nothing.
And then cable plan or whatever
Yeah.
is the big expensive one.
Yeah, like you do Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll free with ads, and then money for no ads. And
Right. Well, not only
watching
free
the
with ads
latest
on Crunchyroll,
episodes.
Yeah, it's free with ads and the fact that the newest episodes are the next week,
Yeah.
right after they come out.
Yeah. Which is
I-
why I'm Muchafa 1.
I actually got fucked because I did the Crunchyroll premium free trial, and then like later down when I had an active job and I had the money to get the premium,
Yeah.
it was like not working because I just canceled the free plan or whatever a while back, and so I couldn't reactivate the free plan
Mm-hmm.
to then get to the normal plan. So it wouldn't let me get Crunchyroll Premium. And that's why I went to Verve.
Death Note was my first sub anime because Irish Netflix doesn't have the English dub. Weird. I don't think I've ever watched Death Note subbed. I think I've only watched the dub.
Yeah, there's a lot of anime. Like Dragon Ball Z, I didn't watch subbed until Super.
Yeah, same. Well, because there's just some anime out there that it's just like, I have to watch a dub. And
Right.
FMA is one of them.
FMA is one of them. I can't watch the sub of
I
FMA.
can't watch FMA without Vic Mignogna being Ed.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm so glad. It's going to be really weird to say, but I'm so glad that all the stuff that had happened to Vic
Happened
happened
after.
way after FMA.
Yeah.
Because if, like, listen, I love Johnny Young Bosch,
Mm-hmm.
but my guy
He's
would not do Ed.
no.
Although his Broly is pretty good.
It's weird because like people were expecting like, oh, they would just like imitate Vic. No, they're imitating the Japanese voice.
which is great. Well, also, like, people forget a lot of time that, like, Johnny Young Bosch's career is insane.
Yes.
Because
He was
he's
a
like,
Power Ranger,
He was a
wasn't he?
fucking Power Ranger. That shit is, like, you have to be such a good... There's so many not that good at voice acting Power Rangers that were there because their, like, outer acting was good.
Yeah.
But when they were in the Power Ranger costumes and really had to act, it wasn't as good. Like the Red Ranger, for instance.
Yeah.
If you look at the original Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Jason, he's there with everyone else in the fucking normal scenes and like the juice bar and shit, and he's like, yeah, let's go, yeah. And then when he's the Red Ranger, it's like, we have to fight Rita. We gotta stop her. And it's weird and But then Johnny Young Bosch fucking walks into the scene as the new Black Mighty Morphin Ranger. And he fucking kicks ass. And he actually voiced one of the monsters at one point, too. A couple of them, actually. It was awesome. And then he goes on to do fucking Ichigo,
Yeah.
which is 90% yelling towards the end of the anime.
Yeah. I love Johnny and Code Geass.
And then he voices the fucking protagonist of Persona 4, which in
Yeah.
the game it's like, oh, whatever. But then if you watch the anime, which there's like a funny moments compilation that I've watched, and it's insane. There's a fucking scene where they're doing a group date cafe thing, and the joke is...
Did I hear Johnny Young Bosch? You know who else he is?
Yeah.
He's Jonathan Joestar.
Yeah. They fucking... The scene in Persona 4, the animation, where the whole point is doing a group date cafe, and no one's showing up for it at the school festival. So like, let's do like a demo, and maybe someone will see and come in. But they didn't have enough girls to guys ratio.
Yeah.
So Yosuke's like, well, one of us will have to be the guy. So in the game, the option comes up, and you can go grab a seat really quickly, or boldly take one of the girl seats. And of course, I chose boldly take one of the girl seats because I'm like,
He also voices Nero in DMC.
yes. Maury pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
but
didn't know that one.
the fucking the scene in the anime is literally Yosuke goes, we need someone. It sounds like we'll need one of the guys to take the girls' seats. And he's crap. That was fast because suddenly the camera pans and Yu is already in the seat, and he's just going, and it's Johnny Young Bosch going, "Come on, have a seat, please." And I'm like, I never thought I'd ever hear Johnny Young Bosch go like full like girl voice impression,
Yeah.
but hot damn. And I think he voices someone in. I think he took the role of someone in Digimon Adventure Try. That's like a fill-in voice because they didn't get everyone back. Let me take a look. I'm gonna open up his IMDb.
Just go on behind the voice actors.
Okay.
It's a more comprehensive list. That's how I found out that every voice in Super Punch-Out, the entirety of the game, is just Charles Martinet.
Alright.
Who?
He voiced 9 in Heroes Rising. He's Iron Fist in Marvel Future Adventures, but also in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
On the topic of guys doing girl voices, I love Bottles' girl voice. Which one?
Which one?
When I, like, legitimately try, or when I do, like, Natsuki.
I will never, ever forget the voice I did in Shovel Knight where Phil was like...
Oh yeah, it was like, was that you?
Yeah, like where Phil had no idea, and I'm like, I can never do that voice again.
Mila's voice? That's Mori.
Oh, he was Zero in Super Smash
Yes,
Bros.
Charles is
Ultimate.
also the announcer in Super Punch-Out.
He's Zero. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
really? Oh, yeah, that's
in
right.
Ultimate, and then recently when they were doing that like fighting
Yeah.
game, mobile game thing,
Yeah.
he did his version of What Am I Fighting For?
Yeah. No, yeah, Mila was done by Mori. He does a better Lolly voice than I can, and I'm so pissed about that. It's really not that good.
He voiced Artemis in the new Sailor Moon stuff.
Okay.
Great.
Damn, fuck off then, Bottles. Mori is the way to go.
Broly, yep.
No, the only people that I voice in the Kyle Hyde series
He has
is...
a lot of roles in Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures.
Good. I only voice Kyle, Louie, Tony, Mags.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that looks
Sydney.
that looks like a judge. Look at that. Like, what is that?
A judge. Well, it's probably like a judge for like a dog show or something.
It's fucking dumb, is what it is.
Yeah. That's really weird. I could have sworn it was you. No, that's not me. That's Mori.
So I understand. Listen, so it's showing Dragon Ball Fighter Z Broly, and I'm like, from 2018. And I'm like, that. First of all, that was not him because at that time it was from Miana.
Yeah,
But
he was in Fighters Only.
but
Which I don't see the point. Not gonna lie. Because all Broly does in Fighters is scream.
yeah,
So, like, why couldn't they just recycle?
I just wanted to perk fit more.
Honestly, you want to know why they probably that, because they're assholes. But, well, about that at least. But you want to know what it probably mostly was? They probably didn't even want to do that to risk, you know...
Oh, they still use Vic Mignogna in the Dragon Ball
Yep.
Fighters, even though they didn't
Yeah.
record anything new,
I,
but, like, they still use that rapist voice, you know?
I was right, by the way. He took the Matt's brother TK's voice in Digimon Adventure Try. I knew because I remember hearing it, and I was like,
I'm gonna make K-pop fan cams of Mori. I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Oh, it's just like fucking montage.
We
to,
standing
like, a random
Mori
song.
now. What is that?
It's just like a montage to like a random
Oh,
like,
okay.
song, like on Twitter.
Someone make a fan cam of Johnny Young Bosch too. It's kind of funny, like, how many voices I've done for, like, all of the visual novels we've done. Like, Dream Nanny.
Dude,
I miss Gorecrupt, man.
I miss Amanda.
Come out with Dream Daddy 2. Or, like, at least something in the same universe. Someone make a fan cam
He
of
took the
Gorecrupt.
role of the Red Megaforce Ranger in the Power Ranger Megaforce game. I'm like, god damn it. That one actually has an actor. It
Can someone make a fan cam of Gorecrupt and Amanda?
was Brock in Pokemon Origins.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Why not just get Brock?
I don't know. Different, maybe it's a different dubbing
Well,
company.
Well, true. Isn't Pokemon Funimation now?
Like the newer stuff is.
GCN fan cam, let's go. You don't know what a fan cam is, Bottles. Is it actually Pete running the GCN Twitter? No, I run it.
No, he runs it. I do have the permissions now for the Instagram though,
Yeah.
and I have plans.
Okay. Should I be scared?
No,
Okay.
that's all dick pics. No,
I
no.
only wanted it to destroy you.
First I attack his art.
And then I attack
His farts.
his... Ah!
No, I barely run my Twitter. I can run the GCN Twitter.
I barely run my Twitter. Also, why would that? It's not like I ever posted about a fan cam, so
Yeah, I
what?
know.
What does that mean? Is it because it's all over Twitter? Because I don't peruse
Yeah.
Twitter that often. I only look at it for porn. When are we getting the Sunflower Phil emote in Discord? As soon as I can find the Sunflower Phil picture in my old files.
Is Trepe an emote yet?
How have I not thought of this?
Yeah. The fuck?
I'll do it.
And you gotta make Gorecrupt and Amanda too.
Yo, yes, dude. Yas, Queen Slay. All right.
What if we did like a Patreon and one of our perks?
I mean, we will eventually, but
One of our perks is like a monthly Google Hangout session with Gorecrupt and Amanda.
It'd be hilarious.
And we'll just like throw up like we'll pay for cardboard cutouts. And we'll put them up on the webcam, and then we'll just like sit behind them and talk into the.
Hello, everybody. Or we'll just be off camera with, like, the real microphone.
Yeah, exactly. Like we'll just be somewhere off, like out of sight,
Yeah.
doing the voice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Patreon tier where you get to speak to fictional characters.
Yeah, that one's original, sorta, and this one is just a voice to a character that already existed. Hi.
Hello.
It's not. No, listen. It's not. It's not Chatterbait.
Oh, God, ew. With Gorecrupt and Amanda.
What a troll cam that would be. That's like, what a fucking.
God, you know what's funny? I know that there are definitely on those sites that are playing like Overwatch and shit with like vibrators in them. And I'm like, that's getting creative, you know?
You know what? Those are what that's the true evolution of Let's Plays.
That's creativity where it's at, man. Listen, we're all gonna be moving to Pornhub soon from YouTube, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Let's Plays naked.
No, we don't have to. We just post videos on there.
We get to release the uncensored versions of the House Party episode. Well, that's on the docket too. The return of House Party.
Yeah. I want to do it soon so I can watch the Game Grumps episodes of it so I don't have to not get spoiled about reactions.
I love how House Party has to be the game where we don't get spoiled.
I know. But we need our reactions to be like raw.
Yeah, oh definitely.
And visceral.
I can't wait to fuck Aaron. Alright, I'll get Aaron, you get name.
Oh, that's how I dream, baby.
That's how I dream, Daddy.
Oh man, have you watched Middleditch and Schwartz yet?
A little bit.
God, I watched them again recently.
I have to like actually sit down and watch the whole thing.
It's so good, dude.
I see.
Holy fuck. I was laughing so hard because at one point they're doing a bit
Yeah.
where the entire like episode is them doing like a wedding.
Woo!
A wedding scene based on something an audience told them.
Was it the one where it was like they met like 3 days ago or some shit? That's the only one I've seen.
Well,
Up, up! It was like some weird, ridiculous story.
yeah. So essentially it was like it was just like the friend of a friend that was not even the best man.
Yes,
who just was with
yes.
them was telling the story of the wedding, which was funny because he was with the actual
Yeah,
wedding groom.
yeah.
So it's already like the fact of the matter is when the audience telling the story is already funny,
Yeah.
right? You know you're in for the rest of the show is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And I was telling this to my mom, it wouldn't be funny if the entire time they were like just doing improv, but the fact that they question their decisions outwardly sometimes is also fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna sing its praises right now because there's a fucking moment where fucking they're doing a conversation where like one of them's like, oh, you know, we used to be a thing all these years ago.
Look at it this way. Bottles is close. Oh, what is this?
I wonder,
Bottles will defeat this boss before Yandere Simulator finishes development.
I wonder, will
I actually
GCN hit
can't tell which would take
100,000 before Yandere Dev? Who wants to play sports?
Look at it this way. Bottles is closer to completion than Yandere Dev is to finishing one rival.
Huh? Got him. Oh, Yondev, you.
But yeah, but
dumbass.
Middleditch Sports is a moment where they're on stage and they're doing a thing where it's like, where one of the characters is like, listen, me and the bride, you know, we used to be a thing back in like, he's like, and when? He's like, oh, back in like 6th grade, and they were just like, he's like, oh yeah, so what did you guys kiss? And he's like, did a little more. It's like, what did you do? He's like, we made love. He's like, and Ben Schwartz gets up and goes, in the 6th grade? and I fucking lost it. 'Cause I'm like, it wouldn't be as funny if they were just in the moment improv like that.
Yeah.
But like the fact that they're just going, what the fuck?
Yeah?
Because we gotta stick with it. It's yes and.
Yeah. I swear to God, if we ever start doing like improv stuff like for serious, there are gonna be so I can already predict it now. There are gonna be so many of. Yeah, Pete.
Yeah, Pete? Yeah?
All right.
My mind is a fucking travesty. It's I cannot explain to you how, because just let alone with the shit of that's come out of my brain when I've unhinged it.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's You Get the Mel, and the whole saga of that.
Yeah.
The high school stories that I told with Maury when we were playing that random horror game.
Pineview Drive, I think it was called.
Yeah, Pineview Drive. And that fucking random like high school, which again, it's so fucking weird that that's the only form of improv I can do is just this long string of conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
I'll bet a whole bag of Doritos that GCM will get 100k before Yonda finishes the first rival. If Yandere Simulator is finished before GCN hits 100k, I'll stop bullying Smash. Ooh, that's some high stakes.
Poggers.
Bottles Poggers. What was it? Poggles, I think they called it.
Poddles.
No, I think they called it Poggles.
That a game? Is it Poggle a game?
No, it's Boggle.
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 Boggle. Boggle.
What you eating there, son? Boggle. Boggle. Ugh.
Clouds.
Fuck you, Grandma.
Clouds.
Clouds?
Clouds.
Clouds? Clouds? Hey, Dan. I'm painting my room. Clouds? God, I love unnecessarily creepy YouTube poops. Those are my bread and butter.
I'll never forget Cold.
Cold!
I still want that to be an annual viewing. I need that to be an annual viewing for us.
Yeah.
Sus. Fucking, it is peak YouTube poop to me. Like, it is so.
I also fucking love that, and you can probably tell because I quote it constantly. That one fucking iCarly YouTube poop I found.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Freddie Benson!
I am so happy that, like, for at least a month or two, there was the meme of, like, Carly walking in, getting blinded, and, like, perfectly cut.
Yeah.
Fucking. It is such a good sequence. There's some genuinely funny as fuck moments in iCarly.
Yes.
Like, there's some legitimately funny moments in iCarly. That fucking kills me, man. A lot of it is just Jerry Trainer.
Yes. Correct. My gigantic cock.
This ostrich thinks I'm a lady. That's the only good part of that Fred episode.
Yes.
was Spencer and his magic meatball.
Yeah.
He goes behind the counter while there's an art guy giving him an offer.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, I've done everything for you." And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." He's like, "Why are you drinking ketchup?" "My magic meatball told me to." Like, oh, Jerry. And I honestly was like, the 100% that is real ketchup because Jerry Trainer doesn't give a shit.
Listen, man. Jerry Trainer deserves a career.
Jerry Trainer's fucking awesome, man. He was one of the literal best parts of Drake and Josh.
He was the best part of Tough Puppy.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't you dare fucking even.
No.
mention Jerry
I'm not saying no. Jerry Trainer was.
Yeah.
But there actually was other good stuff in Tough Puppy, like the Chameleon,
Yes.
and the running owl joke, the running with the bird brain.
Yeah.
And his fucking assistants all having different things. Where? Over there! Who?
Yeah.
What? No, what? I was like, it's so dumb, but it's such a classic, like, Abbott and Costello routine bit. I'm like, I gotta fucking laugh. And every time they gave him a new sidekick and they just said a different question, I'm
That's
like,
all-
fuck.
Also, speaking of Abbott and Costello-esque shit, I re-went over our Abbott and Costello-esque bit that we had during Sonic Adventure Blindfolded, completely by accident. Because you were like, I go left. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're like, wait.
Hold on.
You're like, right? And I'm like, no, like, you're correct.
Oh,
Gotta go left, right? What?
What? Yeah, no. You gotta go left, right? What?
And it was funny because I genuinely didn't catch it until you were like, wait a minute.
Hey, I know, I'm glad I did, because we could have been there for like 30 minutes. Like,
And I think it was like when we were trying to get on the fucking train in
Yeah.
Mystic Ruins.
I'm glad I've been seeing people enjoy it.
Yes, it's hilarious.
I'm
dude.
glad. I fucking love watching me hit the spring and just like...
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
But where am I? The bottom.
Fuck.
I can't wait to record more of that later. Which will probably be fucking soon.
I know, I'm like, it's 6:30 and you're gonna be getting fucking tired of this now.
Yes, I'm already pretty tired of it. I was tired of it before I started. Alright, I'm gonna do a Nemesis challenge run, and then, I'm done. No. Where are you? Yeet.
So I was doing, I'm not gonna talk about my job here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, on second thought.
What's going on? Nah.
So you know who hit me up because he wanted to stream more? Or just wanted to start streaming? Richard.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he wanted to hit me up with, for like advice and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because it's funny too, because like, he's like, what do you recommend? And me sitting here in front of a $500 mic setup
Yeah.
and like $200 panel lights. And like, so you want to get a Yeti mic? And
Nice
OBS.
flex, by the way.
Yeah, well, I spent fucking money on it, and I'm gonna flex the shit out of it. That's like 50% of the purchase.
Fair enough. Got me there.
That's why I always say my $1,300 PC.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's good. Here's how much money it was to make it good.
Yeet.
Listen, if you don't feel like flexing your fucking purchase, then you didn't spend enough.
Then you didn't make a purchase.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
bought this $3 candy bar.
nope. Oh, you gotta fucking be proud of that shit so much that you want other people to fucking know about it. Oh, man.
When are we gonna do a full Let's Play of Sonic Chaos?
No.
What?
It's fine, man. I can't sit through the Game Gear games.
Yeah, I feel.
They have a very dull, like, tone.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. I'll give you that.
I can't sit through them.
I really
They're fine,
like
but-
Fire Red, Emerald, and Diamond,
Diamond
and
and
Pearl.
Pearl. They're talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, that's like the best fucking Pokemon generation. It's 3 and 4. Fight me, bitch.
Fire Red is 1. Emerald is 3, and Diamond and Pearl 4. There was 1 in there.
What?
They said Gen 1 in there as well.
Did they?
Yeah, Fire Red.
Fire Red is Gen 3. It's a remake of Gen
Well,
1.
yes, but it's a remake of Gen 1.
In Gen 3.
I get that. But
No, I don't think you understand.
I'm not gonna count that as Gen 3.
I don't think you understand.
Fucking...
It's Gen 3.
fucking get out of here.
This is my house.
No. I bought the lease.
I bought the house. Huh? Get out!
Dude, go!
Eat?
Imagine if I bought a house like 5 minutes from my own house. I'm living the fucking Everybody Loves Raymond life.
Huh?
Or I live two streets down from my fucking... Well, they lived across the street from theirs. Oh man, that'd be so funny if one of my neighbors was moving out from across the street and I fucking bought the house. I'm like, I don't live with my parents. I live across from them.
I will buy my parents.
My parents are my neighbors.
Oh god.
Well, that was fucked.
I mean,
Alright, I'm done, bye!
what? I mean, I guess would that not be kind of like the golden, like I guess as long as you don't have like an issue with your parents, you know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the golden standard of like, you can do you're still living by yourself, but like, if you need assistance from your family, they're right there.
Yeah.
Like,
You'd be like, hey, Mom, can I have like $1,000
like,
to
you
pay
can
off
still
my loans?
You can still go up to a girl and be like, oh, you want to come back to my place, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it's also like across the street. You can be like, oh, I don't have a washing machine. Do my laundry.
Or you should be like, all right, Mom, just don't look through the window this time. All right.
I just don't look through the window this time.
Bye.
What the fuck?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Game Control Network across the board.
Fucking Twitter.
I'm calling out Twitter. We have a Discord server. Join it. You can make suggestions for what we do on the channel itself. You control our channel.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Days for Days. Oh.
You.
Where's the mouse? There it is. I found it.